ọlá ọjọ́ àní ká máa rọ̀ lámọ́ tá a bá ń ṣe níṣẹ́. àkọ́kọ́ ọpẹ́ mi lọ sọ́dọ̀ ọ̀gá mi tó kọ́ mi iṣẹ́ gan-an atọ́ba tẹ́lẹ̀ ìyẹ̀rú afún wọn tán ọmọ ọ̀pálẹ́yẹ onírùngbọ̀n bí àgbà ẹ̀sìn mùsùlùmí ọ̀pá kùrùkù tí ń yagi ẹ̀bá ọ̀nà. dòrì kápá apá ò kápá dòrì kó sè apá òró sè dòrì kákànga ò ṣe é bínú kó sí arógun má sàá ọmọ bàmí túnjú tí ń ṣọ̀ṣun lẹ́lẹ́. ọkọ̀ olórí ọkọ̀ erelú alhaji tájù tọ́ba ọmọ noah babayẹmí ọ̀pálẹ́yẹ ẹnu mi ló gbà á láti sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ èmi nìkan mo sì lè pè bẹ́ẹ̀. atọ́batẹ́lẹ̀ ìyẹ̀rú tó kọ́ mi lédè tí mo fi dáńtọ́ dáadáa tó ní yẹmí bá a ṣe ń sọ rèé yẹmí bá a ṣe ń gbé tòkalẹ̀ rèé yẹmí bá a ṣe ń ṣe rìsáàṣì ń tá a bá fẹ́ ṣe rèé yẹmí bá a ṣe ń lé music sí ń tá a fẹ́ sọ rèé yẹmí ọ̀tọ̀ lórin ọ̀tọ̀ lọ̀rọ̀ ọ̀tọ̀ ní instrumental ọ̀tọ̀ ní vocal àti bẹ́ẹ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ ẹ̀ ń tẹ́tí ilẹ̀ ẹ̀ pọ̀ jù máa gbọ́rùn ṣọ̀hún máa gbọ́rùn ṣògo tọ́ba ọ̀pálẹ́yẹ ọ̀gá kan ṣoṣo tí mo ní tó kọ́ mi lédè gan-an nìyẹn ọlọ́run bá ò sì ní jẹ́ ó bàjẹ́ fún gbogbo ohun tó fi ilẹ̀ pátápátá iwájú tó dojúkọ ò ní bàjẹ́ ẹ̀yìn tó fi ilẹ̀ ò ní dàrú ọ̀gá mi bàbá mi sì ní pẹ̀lú. ìní ìṣọjọ́ ọpẹ́ ìní ìṣe ọjọ́ ọpẹ́ nìkan ìní ò sì ń ṣọjọ́ tọ̀tàn mo kàn ń rí eléré fè ni mo ń prepare mind yín lẹ̀ dẹ́dẹ̀ díẹ̀ ni. nígbà tá a bá fi rọ́ṣẹ̀ mẹ́rin níbínú àmọ́ mò ń rí eléré fè lẹ̀ dẹ́dẹ̀ díẹ̀ ni o ire ni ó ṣẹlẹ̀ ní o lágbára ọlọ́run ìbàjẹ́ ò ní kán sí wa ìbàjẹ́ ò ní tọ́ sí wa ibi ò sì ní yà sílé wa o. ṣé ẹ rántí ní january ohun tí mo sọ lórí ètò yìí rírò ní tènìyàn ṣíṣe ní tọlọ́hun ń ta wí tọ́lọ́ ń bá fàṣẹ sí ká dúpẹ́ ni. ẹ jẹ́ ń dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ gbogbo management iléeṣẹ́ yìí o wọ́n fààyè gbà wá púpọ̀ wọ́n sì ṣe dáadáa gan-an túndé ọláwúwo ò ní ṣánkú o máa fún mi lórúkọ management yín ó yá dáhùn Desmond bó o bá mọ̀ wọ́n ìwọ ló jẹ̀bi ó yá aláwòdé ṣé ṣínà kọ́ yẹn ẹ̀ṣà èèyàn mi gidi mò ń gbọ́ ẹ ó yá tàtú ni Patrick àwọn onílé owó mò ń gbọ́ tiẹ̀ Kọ́lá Ládòkè àwòsùn bí ẹni tí Dr. Kọ́lá Ládòkè PhD ni o kì í ṣe PhD Dr. Kọ́lá Ládòkè àwọn management wo ló tún wà gbogbo wọn pátápátá Desmond gan ó ti gbé parí. ṣé wọn akíọlá lọ́wọ́ tún mi nìyẹn ṣé mi ò mọ bí ó ti lọ kọ́ àwọn Yorùbá ẹ̀rọ mi tí àwọn òwe Yorùbá yẹn àwọn aláwìyé àwọn Yorùbá Bàbájí Òfagúnwà. Michael Ọlátúbọ̀sún Rónkẹ́ mi ń kọ̀ Rónkẹ́ Gíwà mi ń kọ̀ Tọ́pẹ́ Fádéyì àti ìyá wa tó jẹ́ alákòóso lókè ìyá wa Adétúnjí kò ní bàjẹ́ fún yín lágbára Ọlọ́run tèmi yé mi o ń tèmi ń ṣe yé mi gbà láàárọ̀ yìí ṣùgbọ́n ohun tí mò ń gbìyànjú àti sọ ni pé tá a bá ní àjọṣe ẹja máa rọjọ́ iwájú o tá a bá sì ní àṣekù ẹja máa ro àtẹ̀yìnbọ̀. Splash FM ilé iṣẹ́ tí ò ní wó láéláé ní lágbára Ọlọ́run gbogbo ọdún tí Splash FM ti wà Ọlọ́run ò sì ní jẹ́ ó tún bàjẹ́ sí ní ọdún tí ó tún máa ṣe tí ó máa ṣe lọ kọ́rin kọ́ṣe o. lẹ́yìn ó bàdẹ́ kúrò níléeṣẹ́ rédíò kan kó má fìjà kúrò ń bẹ́ o òjò a máa paniwọlé lẹ́ẹ̀mẹ́fà lẹ́yìn ó bá kúrò níléeṣẹ́ kan kó má dabẹ̀rù kó má wo bẹ́ẹ̀ o kó má tibẹ̀ wò kó má sọ̀kù síbẹ̀ nítorí pé ó ṣeé ṣe kó tún padà síbẹ̀ òjò a máa paniwọlé lẹ́ẹ̀mẹ́tàlá. láàrin ọ̀sẹ̀ mẹ́rin ẹ máa rí Yemi Sonde ẹ máa rí Jigan lórí ètò yìí méjèèjì lẹ́mọ̀ pàdé ìyẹn ni pé láti sìn the first Tuesday in January ẹ máa rí Jigan ẹ máa rí Yemi Sonde méjèèjì ni wọ́n jọ máa wá sóde èmi ń fẹ́ léyìí dúpẹ́ lọ́dọ̀ Ọlọ́run tèmi ni.
Appreciation mo dúpẹ́ oníbùwọ̀rẹ́ bàbá gbọ́ pẹ́ mi. Appreciation. Mo dúpẹ́ oníbùwọ̀rẹ́ bàbá gbọ́ pẹ́ mi. Appreciation. Mo dúpẹ́ oníbùwọ̀rẹ́ bàbá gbọ́ pẹ́ mi. Appreciation. Mo dúpẹ́ oníbùwọ̀rẹ́ bàbá gbọ́ pẹ́ mi. Bí ènìyàn kan lọ́lọ́run mi rí o. Bí ènìyàn kan lọ́lọ́run mi rí. Bí ènìyàn kan lọ́lọ́run mi rí o. Bí ènìyàn kan lọ́lọ́run mi rí. Ẹ̀dá ló ń gbàgbé. Olúwa kò gbàgbé nìkan. Bí ènìyàn kan lọ́lọ́run mi rí. Appreciation. Mo dúpẹ́ oníbùwọ̀rẹ́ bàbá gbọ́ pẹ́ mi. Appreciation. Mo dúpẹ́ oníbùwọ̀rẹ́ bàbá gbọ́ pẹ́ mi. Ẹni bá ń kàròjinlẹ̀ ló lè mọ pé èmi yóò gbé ọ̀gá Olúwa. Ẹni bá ń kàròjinlẹ̀ ló lè mọ pé èmi yóò gbé ọ̀gá Olúwa. Appreciation.
gbogbo messages tẹ́ ń send ni mò ń rí.
Oníbùwọ̀rẹ́ bàbá gbọ́ pẹ́ mi.
mo lọ mi ò ní mo sì ń lọ lẹ́nìí.
Appreciation. Mo dúpẹ́ oníbùwọ̀rẹ́ bàbá gbọ́ pẹ́ mi.
nígbà tí n bá máa sọ pé tó Ebenezeri lápá bí lórí gbogbo rédíò tẹ́ ẹ bá ti máa gbóhùn Yemi Sonde káàkiri ni àwa kó gbogbo àwa kó sójú kan gbáà. ohun tí ò ṣẹlẹ̀ rí pé pìrìsẹ́ńtà máa kúrò níléeṣẹ́ rédíò ni ó ṣẹlẹ̀. ẹ̀yin ẹ kú ojú lọ́nà sí dáadáa ni o. ohun tẹ́ ẹ̀ gbọ́ rí kó ṣẹlẹ̀ pé pìrìsẹ́ńtà kò níléeṣẹ́ rédíò lẹ́gbọ́. àṣọ Ọlọ́run sọ pé Splash FM ó gbògo gan. bẹ̀rẹ̀ kì í ṣoníṣẹ́ o ẹni bá forí tì í dópin là ó gbàlà. Yemi Sonde jìgan àkàlà pìrìsẹ́ńtà tó screen gbákùnkù yẹbẹ ẹkùn ọkọ̀ ìyá àfẹ́ bàbá àbèjì. ọdún mẹ́fà ni mo fi ṣiṣẹ́ ní OGBC. oníkíni mi ò gbọ́ ìtàn ìtì ìdè mo kàn ń yàn ni. lẹ́yìn ọdún mẹ́fà ó di kẹ̀kẹ̀kẹ̀kẹ̀ ó di BCOS 22 years ni mo fi sọ̀rọ̀ ní BCOS ọdún 22. ẹ jẹ́ ń fi tó kù ilé ìdíjọ́ tí n bá máa sọ̀tọ̀ gan-an. a sọ̀tàn station a sọ̀tàn àwọn tá a jọ ṣe a sọ̀tàn ìrírí wa káàkiri station. n tí mo ṣàkáàkiri yẹn ó tó kémi náà gbọ́n ó tó kí n mọ bọ́n ṣe ń tó Ọlọ́run bá mi má jẹ́ àṣìṣe. ìrírí pọ̀ gan-an asunlẹ̀ ńlẹ̀ àfimú kó ìdọ̀tí kódà mo ní bronchitis cough. nígbà tó jẹ́ pé orí rọ́ọ̀gì láàmú sùn táwọn fi ìdọ̀tí sí mú àwa la open station láàárọ̀ ọjọ́ kejì àwa la close station lóru ẹ tí ẹ mọ nǹkan kan. ọpẹ́lọpẹ́ ìyá mi ló yọ mí nínú bronchitis cough tó tètè ya gbé mi lọ hospital Ọlọ́run jọba ń fọnú kẹ́ ìyá mi ọba wa mi rí. ohun tójú Yemi Sonde ti rí Dàmọ́lá Ọlọ́run níjójú ẹ̀ orí.
appreciation.
ṣùgbọ́n sí dáadáa wàá rí yẹn o.
Mo dúpẹ́ onígun ọ̀rẹ́ bàbá mo pẹ́ mi.
mo jìṣẹ́ jìyà kí n tó dolórúkọ mo rọ́jú mo rọ́nú gan-an mo gbàdúrà mo wojú ọlọ́run gan-an mo sunkún kọ̀rọ̀ yàrá mo febi panú gan-an n ló jẹ́ kí n wà very strong and determined. mi kì í ṣọmọ ìbàdàn abẹ́òkúta ni mí ìbàdàn gbà mí ìbàdàn pè mí ìbàdàn gbè mí. èní kì í ṣọjọ́ ọ̀tàn ọjọ́ ọpẹ́ ni wàá dẹ̀ ti máa gbọ́ o àbí síbẹ̀síbẹ̀ olúwa sì sọ pé bẹ́ẹ̀ ni. ìyẹn ni mo ní kí n kọ̀kọ́ fi ṣe láàárọ̀ yìí fún first 30 minutes tí n bá wọlé kí n kọ́kọ́ dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ ọlọ́run lọ́wọ́ tọ́bọ̀ ọ̀pálẹ̀ àti splash fm ọpẹ́ yẹn ò tí ì tàn ó sì pọ̀ gan tí mo sì máa dún àmọ́ kí n ṣe ní lásọ gbogbo ẹ̀ ó kọ̀ bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí í ṣe é sí wẹ́rẹ́wẹ́rẹ́ ni o nígbà tí ẹ kú múra sílẹ̀ o torí àwọn ẹ̀bùn kan máa jáde tó bá máa fi tó bí ọ̀sẹ̀ kan sí méjì àwọn nǹkan kan ó ṣẹlẹ̀ láàrin ọ̀sẹ̀ méjì léraléra. adúpẹ́ lọ́dọ̀ ọlọ́run olóògbèmí olúkọ́ládé ẹ̀lẹ́ fọ́nà babalọ́lá mo mọ tí ó máa rò báyìí bó ṣe ń gbọ́ mi. adẹ̀báyàn pàdé abáyàn ṣe o experience dẹ̀ pọ̀ gan o. dàmọ́lá ológun fe tó bá máa kúrò nílé iṣẹ́ kan má sọ̀kò síbẹ̀ o. àwọn tó sì ń ṣiṣẹ́ lábẹ́ yín sìn ẹ má rò wọ́n pin o. ọmọ tó wá ṣe it yẹn ó lè padà wá di gm lọ́la. orí àga tí wọ́n ti ń dì pẹ̀lú ẹ̀yẹn ń padà bọ̀ ajókòó ń bẹ̀ ìfà bẹ́tà ṣe àní ó jókòó sí. ṣó tán. ẹ jẹ́ wo gbogbo fọ́tò tó wà lẹ́yìn yín àwọn tó ti jókòó ń bẹ̀ tẹ́lẹ̀ ni ẹ̀yin náà máa dìde wọn á fi tiyín náà síbẹ̀. Yinka James and his Adonai band mo ti ń retí mẹ́sẹ̀gì yẹn ó ti pẹ́ ó léètì ó wà unusual. ẹ ṣáàjà dúpẹ́ I am a living testimony. ọ̀yọ́ jẹ́ pé Yemi Sonde wọlé kí jìgàn step aside náà. ẹ jẹ́ pé Yemi Sonde wọlé kí jìgàn step aside. jìgàn á padà wá tó bá tún dọjọ́ mẹ́jọ. ẹ kú kalẹ̀.
YS Live.
YS Live.
Season of fall, hope rising. Cherish the season, relish the nourishment. Hollandia, celebrate the season's goodness. Hollandia.
Have you picked up your Hollandia Yogurt Christmas pack yet? Get yours today in stores near you.
Come along on the journey of a lifetime with MTN. We invite you to purchase your share of MTN today at 169 Naira per share.
To buy your share of MTN today, download Primary Offer app by NGX or contact your stockbroker for more details. Get one free share for every 20 shares you buy. Offer closes 14th December 2021 at 5 p.m. Please consult your stockbroker or banker for guidance. T's and C's apply. You are welcome. Join us as we go on the journey of a lifetime together. We move.
Everywhere you go, MTN.
say Merry Picmas in your language.
Merry Picmas,
Merry Picmasi, Aku Odun, Aku Iyedun.
Yawa, Merry Picmas. Merry Picmasi.
No matter where you're from, the spirit of Picmas stays the same. So share love and nourishment with the nourishing goodness of Peak that keeps you going. Merry Picmas from Peak.
Peak, rich for your peak.
Bode, now what do you find for kitchen?
My dear, na spoon to drink off medicine.
Honey, take comics, just here, drink, and get relief.
Yes, so summer comics for scratch throat. Comics get dextromethorphan and guaifenesin. Just here, drink and get relief from cough. Ide kulele to drink. Are they relief now? I love comics. Now, Orange Drops Limited, they distribute comics. Products make you drowsy. If symptoms never stop after 3 days, make you waka go see your doctor. Comics, Ide kulele.
I bet you think this is going to be one of those ads where someone says, introducing, to sell some new improved product to you.
But we feel there are more important things in life, like driving carefully on rainy days to avoid splashing water on pedestrians.
Or stopping to help someone change a flat tire.
Because what really matters is being the change.
Lipton Yellow Label Tea. Awaken to what really matters.
Mommy, my teacher said 90% of my brain will develop by the time I am 5.
Really? What else did she say?
She said I need iron in my food for my brain to grow well.
Oh, very true. And that's why I give you Cerelac Junior every day, which provides half of your daily iron needs.
And Cerelac Junior tastes so good.
Cerelac Junior with Iron Plus. It's all good, Mom.
Omnibis, better don land o. Omnibis dey reward customers with jolly prizes this season. Lucky customers go win jolly prize like generator, freezer, and other consolation prizes there. The Oga Kpata winner go enjoy 1 year shop rent. E never end o. All customers go win 1,000 naira on every purchase delivered from now till December 24th. Buy more, win more. Everybody is a winner. Visit shop.omnibis.app or download the app now.
Bode, now what do you find for kitchen?
My dear, na spoon to drink off medicine.
Honey, take comics, just here, drink, and get relief.
Yes, so summer comics for scratch throat. Comics get dextromethorphan and guaifenesin. Just here, drink and get relief from cough. Ide kulele to drink. Are they relief now? I love comics. Now, Orange Drops Limited, they distribute comics. Products make you drowsy. If symptoms never stop after 3 days, make you waka go see your doctor. Comics, Ide kulele.
Arenax Plus ní orúkọ tó yẹ kó rántí ní ìgbàkúùgbà tí ó bá fẹ́ rí ara rẹ̀ tí ó sì nílò láti lo oògùn ibà lọ́nà tó rọrùn. Arenax Plus ní oògùn ibà tá a ṣe pẹ̀lú èròjà Artemether àti lumefantrine. Arenax Plus ó wà káàkiri àwọn ilé ìtajà oògùn tó súnmọ́ yín.
Perfect blend of taste that brings every ingredient to life. The unique aroma that rejuvenates your senses. The heartwarming deliciousness. And the satisfaction that comes from every bite, which makes you say, I love my Indomie.
Today is a good day. A good day to take a walk. A good day to reach for your goals. A good day to finish reading that book. A good day to connect with your friends while doing the things you love. A good day to shoot your shot. A good day to enjoy life to the fullest with Malta Guinness.
Malta Guinness. Enjoy a world of good.
All out to the sea. season of fun. Hope rising, cherish the season, relish the nourishment. Hollandia, Hollandia, celebrate the season's goodness. Hollandia, Hollandia.
Have you picked up your Hollandia Yogurt Christmas pack yet? Get yours today in stores near you.
Omnibis, Omnibis. Better than Lado. Omnibis they reward customers with jolly prizes this season. Lucky customers go win jolly prize like generator, freezer, and other consolation prizes there. The Oga Pata winner go enjoy 1 year shop rent. It never end though. All customers go win 1,000 naira on every purchase delivered from now till December 24th. Buy more, win more. Everybody is a winner. Visit shop.omnibis.app or download the app now.
How do you say Merry Pickmas in your language?
Merry Pickmas when
Merry Pickmas. Aku odun, aku iyedun.
Yawa, Merry Pickmas. Merry Pickmas.
No matter where you're from, the spirit of Pickmas stays the same. So share love and nourishment with the nourishing goodness of Peak that keeps you going. Merry Pickmas from Peak.
Peak, rich for your peak. Virtual meetings, online shopping, mobile payments, and even online weddings. Alat, your pocket-friendly digital bank, is your plug to own your world as you can transfer funds, pay bills, buy airtime and data, and perform all bank transactions from your comfort zone with zero stress and zero hassle. Download the Alat app today on Google Play Store and on the iOS App Store.
Alat, powered by Wema Bank.
Join Cousins Baby as we nurture and celebrate our little champions in the Cousins Baby Moments Competition Season 8. Over 5 million naira worth of prizes up for grabs and the ultimate prize of 2 million naira for the baby of the year. To enter, simply purchase any 3 different Cousins Baby products or a Cousins Baby gift pack. Take a creative picture of your baby 0 to 3 years old, showcasing any of their unique gift or talent with the Cousins Baby products in view. Visit www.cousinsbaby.com.ng/CBM8 to upload the picture and register. For more information, follow at Cousins Baby NG on social media. With Cousins Baby, every baby is a star. Terms and conditions apply.
YS Live.
YS Live.
Yeah, you're welcome back. Yes, that was Jigon on here. And now we have Yemi Sonde himself live in the studio. This is YS Live on Splash 105.5, the Integrity Station. This morning, we are looking at coping with the end of year stress. But before then, I'd like to discuss briefly, just very brief, about the Doen saga, the Doen School saga, Justice for Sylvester. Sylvester was said to have died as a result of bullying and torture by some students who wanted him to join their cause. And this morning, of course, I have parents in the house. Let's look at this issue briefly. and we lean our voice on this. As we speak, the family demands coroner inquest into Sylvester's Oronomi's death, and that's taken from the Guardian. I think I'm going to take it from there. The family of the late 12-year-old student of Doen College, Lekki, Lagos, Sylvester Omoroni, who died last Tuesday, has demanded a coroner's inquest into their son's death. Sylvester was said to have died as a result of bullying and torture by some students who wanted him to join their cause. The family, through a letter sent by their counsel, Mr. Femi Falana's son, to the Chief Coroner of Lagos State, Justice Mojibola Dada, requested that an inquest be conducted. Falana, in the letter dated December 6, said he has been briefed by Sylvester's family that the circumstances leading to the death of the boy demand that an inquest be conducted. The letter, signed by Taiwo Olawanle, a lawyer in Falana's law firm, stated, "We are a firm of legal practitioners committed to the defense of human rights, rule of law, and public accountability in Nigeria. We have been briefed by the family of the late Sylvester's Oromoni, a student of Doen College, Lekki, Lagos, who died from the injuries he allegedly sustained from being beaten by his colleagues that wanted him to join their secret cult group. Given the needless death of Sylvester's Oromoni, we are compelled to request you to use your good offices to cause a coroner's inquest to be conducted into the cause of death of this young and promising boy and make appropriate recommendations pursuant to Section 15 of Lagos State Coroner's Law 2007, which provides that an inquest shall hold whenever a coroner is informed that the death of a deceased person within his coroner district is as a result of death in a violent, unnatural, or suspicious situation. We hereby request your lordship to conduct an inquest into the circumstances surrounding this tragic death at Doen College, Lekki, Lagos State, and we are confident that your lordship will accede to our request with utmost urgency." This calls for a lot of great concern. If you agree with me, Sylvester's case is a case that's really, got me so sad. Apparently, any juvenile, any child, any teenager is naturally vulnerable, exposed to influence from either the peer, the environment, the parents, whoever is around the environment, wherever this child lives. And looking at Sylvester's situation, a 12-year-old boy that was tortured to death in a secondary school, for that matter, a boarding school, because this boy says he's not going to join courts, and the other guys wanted him to join them, and so he was tortured. There are a lot of angles to this story. The school is not telling the truth. The boy said what happened to him before he died. His parents were pushing this forward. The school is saying something else, and here we are. The alleged guys that tortured this boy are yet to be arrested. Let me start from the woman, Olubanke Olaojo, counseling psychologist, one of my guests this morning. Another guest is Dr. Olubemi Olukolade, clinical psychologist. And I have Dr. Ibishola Babalola, a family physician. Good morning, lady and gentlemen.
Good morning, sir.
It's nice having you this morning.
Thank you very much.
So let's start from there. Sylvester's issue. I think we need to discuss this in about 10 minutes, thereabout. Then we come to what we've brought this morning, coping with the end of the year stress. As a parent, what is your view about Sylvester's case?
Honestly, I've been waiting for a time like this, whereby I can speak senses to some mothers. Fathers are not exclusive, but I just want to take it one after the other. See, there are babies these days that call themselves mothers. I see no reason why you should not take care of your own child. No matter the situation or the level of your career commitment, Why should you give such a boy to someone else to rear for you? Knowing fully well that you have your own norms, your value, your custom, your tradition that you want to impact on your own child. Then you give a boy that is supposed to be under your tutelage, under your torture, under your nurture, under your tutorials, to someone else to take for you in the name of you have paid school fees. You see, we are all stakeholders. Do your part. Why the schools do their part? But giving out such a boy to someone else in the hostel, you don't even know what the guy. I read through the story. The guy has been the late Sylvester, have been telling the mother what is passing through in this, but the mother did not listen. Mothers don't have listening ears these days. Hear children out, hear them out, feel their pain, be empathic for crying out loud. Listen to them, take action. You see, parenting children in this 21st century is challenging. But parents are not even seeing the challenges. They are not taking the challenges the way they are coming. Most of parenting these days is all about, once I've paid school fees, I've given you good food, good clothes, look, wow. That is all they call parenting. No, parenting is, it's tasking. Is course, like I have in my status a few minutes ago, that parenting is course, compulsory life courses with uncountable units. And you know what it means in the university when the course is compulsory with uncountable units this time around. But parents are not saying it the way it's coming. Why will you give your own child to someone else? To the extent that some gangs are bullying your child, yet you take no action because you don't want to take responsibility. You want to run after money, you want to get money. Money. And at the end of the day, you are working because of these children, yet the children are dying.
Are you saying the major fault is from the mother now?
The mother. You should take it up. If the father is irresponsible, I think mothers should be responsible. Mothers are no longer babies. The moment you are put to bed, you are matured enough to get pregnant, then you are no longer a mother. Even if you are
a baby.
You are no longer a baby. You are a mother. You've taken responsibilities because you have opened your two laps to someone to impregnate you. Then you should be alive to your responsibility. You can, don't you know my age? I'm just 16. You are not 16. You are now a mother. Forget about the mental or chronological age. You should be mentally at alert to your responsibilities because your responsibility is now in addition. And you should romance the responsibility because you call for it. I can see these days that some mothers are not even ready to become mothers. They become mothers by chance. They are not prepared for the task. They just want to give birth to children. Likewise, fathers. I don't know why you should collide with a father, a mother will collide and come to agreement that they should give their children to boarding school. I'm not running down boarding school.
Are you saying it's wrong to put your child in a boarding school?
It's not wrong. It's not wrong. I'm also a product of one, but I don't know.
What was your experience like when you were there?
I was not in the hostel, right? But somebody else reared me,
Okay.
Yes, somebody took care of me, a guardian. Somebody had as local parents like my parents. But thank God it's not boomeranging. But I don't want to share that one today. It's another story in the Tribune.
Oh, there's a story.
There's a story of that in the Tribune. What I went through. Highly molested, abused, dehumanized. Yeah.
By
different people that I can't figure out their images this time around. You see, when you give out your children to some other person to take care of, forget about boarding school this time around. They went through a lot. I don't even know my parents. If I know them, maybe I can run to them to tell them what I'm passing through. I thought I fell from, somebody threw me from heaven to this world. I see the world as word of profane, so cruel.
Your parents were not coming to check on you?
No, I didn't see them. I don't know them.
Till now?
Yes.
Till now?
No, not till now. From 1976 to 2000 to 1994. That was when I know my parents. Someone backed me to Lagos at age of 3. That was 1976. And up to 1994, I'm not knowing my parents for the first time. And to worsen the case, my mother died the same year on
That
a
you met
Christmas
her.
day that I met her. Not quite. You can see the affection, the intimacy is not there. I cannot know what my mother is expecting from me. I don't know. You know, I don't know who my father is.
You were vulnerable.
Highly vulnerable. But
At the mercy of whoever.
Whoever.
And taken advantage of.
Yes, let me give an instance. I was at Oyigbo, Okobaba, to gather some firewood so I can sell to food sellers, so I can have some money with me. This guy that used to carry slabs to the bus for people that wants to build molested me, just, touched the two nipples. With the sweat all over him. He was not even wearing clothes, he was wearing boxer. And he was carrying, and he feel like he should just come and touch my nipples and go away. I was crying with the heavy wood on me. I was just crying. I can't even, why are you crying? I can't just explain it. Then you can't mention nipple. You can't mention private part anyhow. I was just crying.
For what
me tell you so. I can't say it. Mo kàn wá wò pé ayé mi ò tèmi lọ́fẹ̀ẹ́ ẹgbà mi ó dẹ̀ ṣe ó dẹ̀ lọ. You can imagine that. There was a day I was sleeping. A guy, Bọ̀dá Karimu là ń pè, wọ́n gbà sọ́dọ̀ bí èmi yìí náà ni, just remove my clothes like that and render me naked. I don't know. Since then, uncle, I've not been sleeping deeply. When any time, even if it is Harmattan, AC is on, I dare not sleep and close eyes. I don't sleep, I don't close my spirit while sleeping. It's like sleeping to me is not even transitory. My life shining. Half sleep, half alive. Because anything can happen at any fucking time. How can I wear clothes at night and somebody will remove my clothes? A girl of 10. I don't know. I quickly checked and said, hey, Egami, who will remove my clothes? And I know it's this Bọ̀dá Karimu. And since then, I've not been sleeping.
And he took your clothes away?
I saw my clothes beside me. I don't know. Why must you remove my clothes? She to see everything under me. I don't know. No parent to tell. I've not told anyone except telling you now. Yemi Sonde. You know that kind of a thing.
I'm going to have you on the show.
Thank you.
And we're going to talk extensively about this. Let's come down to Sylvester's case.
Good.
If I go deep into your case, I will have 3 hours to speak with you, and I'll take another time to have a personal conversation on radio with you, talking about molestation and abuse. Yeah. And luckily, you are a clinical psychologist.
No,
you are what? Counseling psychologist. So that had this up. Now, my brother, Sylvester's case. What's your take?
Well, my take seems to be a little bit different from what she had said. Unfortunately, I feel emotional about what she has said about her personal history. Yes, and I think she needs to actually see me for psychotherapy. However, going further from there, but if you are still not sleeping now, then you it tells you
that still means there's still things.
I won't mind. I will see you for free. But going further, I think the Sylvester's case is a little bit different from that. And why I think it's different is that first, I totally disagree that is the parents' fault.
Okay.
Totally.
Don't let's say fault. Let's say carelessness.
Even carelessness, error, or omissions, I say 100% no.
Okay, tell me why.
And why I say that is that being in a boarding school is a normal process that has its pros and it has its cons. Just like having going to school from home has its pros and has its cons. You know, everything in life, even using medications, has its pros and its cons. However, most of the time, what we actually do is that you want to look at what are the benevolence of doing this rather than the harm that it will cause. Now, there are advantages that comes from going to a boarding school, but that we should not let that be the focus of our discussion. Rather, we should take our eyes to what has actually happened. What is bullying in itself? Bullying is something that happens when people who are of the same pair or of a group tries to take advantage, to control, use power to belittle another person. Now, there are a lot of things that happen. If a child is in the house, going to school from the home can actually can have bullying. Now, I can tell you that in this space, we can actually have office bullying. In academic places, you can have bullying. In the house, with husband and wife, you can have bullying. You see, bullying occurs in so many platforms, in so many faces, and you can't just say that it's because of one thing. Now, bullying in itself is a mental health problem on the part of the person that is doing it. Now, taking it and shifting it to the parent becomes you are now shifting the blame to the victim. They are victims. They are victims of what somebody has taken their joy away. Now we are putting the blame back on them. No, and that's why I'm saying that actually it's not right. You see, a lot of things happen in bullying. You see, in studies have shown that 28% of all high school students are going to encounter bullying one way or the other in their lifetime. Now, and psychology studies have also shown that about 4% of bullying that occurs in schools are actually open to teachers and the school authority. So what it means is that almost everywhere, like the school is saying that nothing had happened, is because most of the time, schools are not going to know. Even the other part about it is that there's something in psychology that we call bystanders effect. Now, a lot of people students also are seeing bullying, but they will not say anything about it. Why? Because you are looking at it that the same power that this person is having to control, to harm this other person, if I talk, it will come back to me. So it's better that I keep quiet and I say nothing. Which happens many times. You see somebody that is being harassed on the street by street urchins, and you look at it that let me just leave them so that they don't come to me. It happens to a lot of people, a lot of us, and that's the same thing that happens even in bullying. Now, where I'm going is that being a bully is what we should be looking at. That what caused those guys to actually be bullying this young man in that space at that point in time, and what can actually make them to go to that extent of actually killing him. And one of the things that will make them to go to that extent is that they are young people. You know that as we become adolescents, as adolescents, you have the body of an adult, but you don't have the brain of an adult. So what it means is that you can take things out of proportion. You don't want to kill, but you want to just beat to a stupor. But unfortunately, because you don't have the knowledge that if I hit this person at this way, if I hit the tummy with this thing, then this will be the effect. That's why what has happened has just happened.
It wasn't like they intended to kill the boy.
Most probably, the intention was not to kill, but unfortunately, they couldn't manage the situation. Now, but that's not an excuse why they should actually do that. The fact there is that they also have problems.
Why would a secondary school boy join courts?
That's something, that's been happening even in primary schools now. It's something that is happening already in primary schools, actually in some states.
Okay, thank you. I agree to a very large extent with Dr. Lukolade. When we have situation like this, the first thing, as much as possible, is to protect the victim. And in this case, I think the parents are the victim. Unfortunately, Sylvester is not here with us to enjoy that protection. But generally speaking, this is a reflection of falling values in our society. Like he said, there's nothing bad in taking your word to a boarding school because you probably feel that it's a good school. You'll be able to socialize better. You'll also be able to focus on other aspects of life in order to be able to help your word. But in the society where you put your child in the boarding school, because the value has fallen, because people are not doing what they are supposed to do, this thing then happened. Value has fallen in the sense that why would secondary school pupils be in an occultic group? Why in the first place will it happen at the level of secondary school? Like he said, these are things, these are adolescents that their mind is not even yet fully formed. But because of the hills in the society, they've been able to buy this thing, maybe from the social media, from the television, from what they see, in the environment. Some of them
even from music.
Yeah, some of them maybe even from their parents. That this thing, my dad is doing it and he's a big boy.
Majorly from parents.
I can also do it. They have bad role models. Let's put it that way, and that sort of warped their mind. They resort to exercising that might they thought they have, which he has rightly put, is a form of mental illness on their side. If you feel that you have a power, the next thing is to use it to oppress the next person. That was what resulted in the bullying to begin with. Now, because they want to have perpetual control, they feel that Sylvester needs to join their group because it will become a new recruit. Then they can dish instruction, they can ask him to go and bring in another person, they can ask him to beat another person. So they want to have total control.
There was a report that boy told his parents, and his senior sister said, the boy was asked, tell us how the nakedness of your sister is.
That was why she was going all out for the parent. They are warning signs.
But will you, hold on. Yes, it's not good to blame the victim. But will you throw that to the wind that the boy had been giving signal?
Yes, he has given signal. The parent did not take it.
Yes.
I will not blame them, but it's something that I know for the rest of their life. They will have a reflection on.
But do you think it's right not to...
It's a failure of parenting.
It's a failure of parenting in a way.
That should not result in the death of
Yes, I know.
Sylvester.
Yes, that's very unfortunate.
Yeah, and we should not emphasize that.
Okay.
Now, we should not emphasize that. Why in the first place were this guy molesting, bullying Sylvester? What led them? They had problem. This is not to exonerate them. What led them into that act in itself is our value.
What gave them that idea?
Audacity? My father I can do this and I can get away with it because I have a father who can protect me. He has read in the news, he has listened on the radio and in the television that people get away with bad things in this country. So why can't I also do it? I would not, because I know the kind of parent and the kind of home I came from. I will not go out and beat another person into stupor. Because I'm going to be beaten when I get home with that report. But when I know that on getting home, I'm going to get a pat in the back. Some of them, their parents also, when we talk about this thing, I'm putting it on value. Some of these boys that were in the cultic group, their parents did not even know what they are doing in school. They don't know what they are up to in school because of poor monitoring also. But like I said from the beginning, now is not the time to blame Sylvester's parents. The school authority, what are the mechanisms in place? Do they have guidance counseling? Do they have people that people can confide in anonymously when they have challenges like this? If they have put all those things in place, maybe Sylvester will have walked, into that office and get appropriate help before it was too late. So there are various ways to look at it, but the ultimate thing is our value system is warped in this country. The social ills is now everywhere. They say primary school pupils are also joining cults, autism and all of that. Where can we begin to clean the mess from? It's just unfortunate that Sylvester has to pay the ultimate price, and we can only condole the parents and other loved ones at this time. May we all learn from this so that it will not happen again.
Amen. Unfortunately, we have to manage our time this morning. We'll go for this break. When we come back, we'll start talking about coping with the end of year stress. If we have another opportunity, we'll talk about the Sylvester issue. It's a very big one and very unfortunate for that matter. It's a very, very unfortunate one. It's so sad. May God console the parents, the family, and everyone that has one thing or the other to do with that family. Amen. Even to console Nigeria, because it's a national, it has turned to a national disaster, so to speak. It's not what you can imagine. I deliberately use the word disaster because you cannot even imagine or comprehend. As a parent, you can't imagine it ever, nothing like this will ever happen to us. May God console the parents. Anyway, now we'll come to what we have, coping with the end of year stress. Everybody is stressed already. End of year stress from the beginning of the year to now. A lot of issues, COVID-19, some people lost their jobs, some people lost loved ones, a whole lot of economy, hardship, dollar is what now. We are having the psychological stress already, imagining what next year would be with fuel. Petrol would cost how much, we don't know yet. Everybody is agitating. And December is there. you want to have jolly December, you want to have December as December would used to be or should be, you know, I don't know who actually gave the dynamics or the statistics how it should be, but everybody would know that generally December should be rosy, should be At the same time, the students would resume again January. They are already having their exams now in Lagos State. I don't know for your state. In Lagos State, they are already writing their exams. In Oyo State, I don't know if they are. Are they? Yeah. Okay, they are. Good. And after 1 or 2 weeks, they are on holiday, switch to Christmas, January, New Year, resumption, house rent,
school
fees. What you say, one?
I said bills.
Bills are already on the table. A whole lot of bills. I don't know how I'm going to sort myself. But a lot of bills are here now. Now, the stress is there. How do we cope with the stress already that we have? Dr. Olubanke Olaojo is a counseling psychologist. Dr. Olubemi Olukolade is a clinical psychologist. And Dr. Ibishola Babalola is a family physician. Let's start with the madam.
Thank you very much, Yemi Sonde. You see, when you look at the year 2020, I have friends that said they should remove 2020 from their year. They did not use the year. They should not add it to their year. Now, coming with the surge of 2020, COVID-19, the increase in dollar rate, gas, kerosene, petrol, the valuation of currency, all these things that surrounds us, food. We cannot just eat what we want to eat, but what is available, you know. What do? We can still cope. We are still living. And we need to move on. What do? All we need to do is just to preach to oneself, to save one's life. For us to be we are not living, we are surviving. There's difference between living and surviving. And you call it survival of the fittest. Some people will say, any oriyo or delay. At this juncture, you know, if you are if you are exempted from all these stresses or stressors that have, pinpoints, what do you need to do is just to help your neighbor. Show love, show affection, give your neighbor some things to manage with. And if the Lord has so blessed you, all you need to do is to be security conscious. Because some people are desperate to make it at all costs. Because they have the year, is it restitution or what do we used to call it? Resolution of expectations that are unmet already. And some people are desperate to meet up with these needs. I cannot afford not to buy a shoe. I must buy this shoe that is raining. I must do this for my girlfriend. And they want to have all these things at all costs. Some people will even go, kidnap.
I must get married this December.
Yes.
Somebody must propose to me.
To me, by all means.
Have you heard that somebody must propose to me?
Yes.
And she's doing everything
possible to get that.
To get the guy propose.
Even if the guy is packaging it. Even if the guy is packaging it, borrow car, borrow shoe, borrow shirt, borrow tie, borrow glasses from Yemi Sonde to package everything. The guy is not even real, and you just fall prey of all this. We have our guys around us. They don't even want to work because working is stressful. They want to get their money. Once they have computer or good phone, they just go into Yahoo Plus. They wouldn't mind sacrificing blood, of relatives, close ones, just to get the money at all costs. They just want to spend the money, they want to get the money at all costs. So we should be security conscious. And I just want to tell my fellow listener out there, if you are there and you are koshagbe, you are not wealthy, you are not poor, but you are still living. You wake up, you are still living, you are still breathing. Please take things easy. Do not stress yourself. Don't exactly nǹkan tí mo fẹ́ sọ gan nìyẹn. Ẹ fi ọkàn yín mọ́ Ọlọ́run, ẹ kọrin ayọ̀, ẹ wá close substitute.
bá a wà láàyè ó tó ká dúpẹ́.
yes go for alternative things. kò dandan tẹ́nìkan bá wọ organza tó wọ cord ẹ̀yin náà wá net.
bí Desmond wọ designer.
yes
èmi náà wọ tó bá ń wù.
tẹ́nìkan bá wọ gold ẹ̀yin náà wọ atẹ́ gold ó náà da ó wọ town ẹ má yàwó tẹ́ lè san ẹ má yà láyà san ẹ má yàwó tẹ́ lè san ẹ má fi dandan ṣe gbogbo nǹkan mo ti rí ìyàwó tó ní kó wá kidnap òun pé change díẹ̀ ti dọ́wọ́ òun.
bẹ́ẹ̀ni arẹni tó kidnap bàbá ìyàwó ẹ̀.
ẹ o torí pé owó ti wà lọ́wọ́ wọn àwọn èèyàn wá ṣe calculation àpò alápò pampampan ó yẹ kí dàmọ́ ló lè rí bíi 50k fún mi ṣe mo ń ṣiṣẹ́ pẹ̀lú Yemi Sonde eléyìí ó yẹ àpò alápò la fi ń plan why dare you plan with another man's pocket with another man's intake kí ló dé tó jẹ́ wípé à ń wẹ tó lè fún wa owó ń ta lè fún yàn tẹ́ bá wo orí aago mi sìn ẹ rí send account number sí mi tó pọ̀ rẹpẹtẹ bí n bá fún mi.
wọ́n ní kẹ́ send account number yín sún.
àwọn èèyàn send account number sí mi rẹpẹtẹ.
mo fẹ́ ní kí n send tèmi náà wá o.
ẹ lè send ẹ̀ wọ́n á queue ó wà bẹ́ẹ̀ tó kíw ẹni tó yẹ 1000 yẹ ẹni tí 2000 yẹ ìmí lè yín mú ìmí lè má rántí dúpẹ́ kó fi ipò kéré oríṣiríṣi bẹ́ẹ̀ ló wà èmi náà láwọn tí mò ń wò lójú pé ó yẹ kán lè ṣe mí lóore tó bá ṣe mí fine tó bá ṣe mí lóore kí ni mo fẹ́ bá Ọlọ́run fà ẹ jẹ́ ká gbà fọlọ́run ẹ jẹ́ ká gbéjẹ forí ẹ jẹ́ ká fi pẹ̀lẹ́pẹ̀lẹ́ ṣayé wa ẹ má jẹ́ ká gbọ́kàn wa gbóná ká má tún lọ orí máa ń dàrú o yes èèyàn lè ronú bódì o
èèyàn máa ronú bóódì
yes kíkọ́ gàngán wọlé o.
báwo ni gángan ṣe máa ń wọlé.
gángan lè wọlé if you overstress yourself.
ibo ló ti máa bẹ̀rẹ̀ kí làwọn sáyìn téèyàn ó rí.
ẹ ṣe ibi tó ti máa bẹ̀rẹ̀ ni pé kéèyàn kọ́kọ́ máa sọ̀ lásọ̀rìn kéèyàn máa sọ̀ lásọ̀rìn kó máa sọ̀rọ̀ bíi wèrè lámọ̀ tí ń ṣàṣọ̀ àwa náà tí ń ṣàṣọ̀ díẹ̀díẹ̀ ó di kéèyàn máa ro oorun sùn àkólé kàn ó di káyà máa dùn yàn pẹ̀lẹ́pẹ̀lẹ́ èèyàn á rí akọ á máa pè lábo èèyàn á máa réyàn kan á máa rí dàbí méjì èèyàn ti ń dèrò hospital lọ nìyẹn o tá a bá tí ì dèrò hospital tá a sì ń jẹ tá a mu táwọ̀ wá ń dán báyìí ẹ jẹ́ ká fi mọ bẹ́ẹ̀ ká má ronú bóódì.
ẹ ṣeun ẹ jẹ́ ká ṣe pẹ̀lẹ́ ká gbéjẹ́ fórí orí ló mọ ọlọ́lá bódọ̀là orí àfẹlòmíì pamọ́ káyé má bà á fi pamọ́ kí ló ń sáré kẹ̀kẹ́ kọlu tírélà fún. ọ̀rẹ́ mi ti propose fọ́rẹ́ mi àfikún propose fẹ́mi náà ọ̀rẹ́ mi ti gbéyàwó àfikẹ́mi náà gbéyàwó ṣùkẹ́ àti gbéyàwó mà já wedding yàtọ̀ sí marriage bóyá lẹ mọ̀ àwọn láti máa mọ marriage ń sìn láti mọ tó jẹ́ marriage ó yàtọ̀ sígbà tí wọ́n ń toast ara wọn ẹ bá àkọ́ọ̀tì fọdún mẹ́wàá irọ́lẹ̀ ń pa ó dìgbà tẹ́ ẹ bá bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí jọ gbé kẹ́ tó mọ̀ pé marriage rẹ̀ wọ́n ní ẹgbẹ́ jẹ́ forí o má sáré kẹ̀kẹ́ kọlu tírélà December dé Ìbíṣọlá yorùbá lá sọ báyìí.
Okay. So stress mi ò tiẹ̀ mọ̀ bí màá ṣe sọ ní Yorùbá báyìí nǹkan tá à ń pè ní stress generally bíi tension ni.
ìkọ́kànsókè ara ẹ̀ ní n tó ń fa stress ni ẹ.
ní èdè tó lè yẹ everybody tension ni.
wákàlẹ́kẹ́.
ó wá lè jẹyọ níbi emotionally èèyàn lè ní tension emotionally èèyàn lè ní tension physically. Stress nǹkan tó máa ń ṣẹlẹ̀ sí gbogbo wa lójoojúmọ́ ni bí a ṣe dá wa bọ́lọ́run ṣe dá wa ó dá wa ká lè
response. ó jẹ́ pé ẹ ti sọ́rí lórí afẹ́fẹ́ pé stress wà lára ohun tó ń jẹ́ ká gbáyé.
bẹ́ẹ̀ni without stress response àní jẹ́ èèyàn bó ṣe ká jẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
ṣùgbọ́n kò gbọ́dọ̀ pọ̀ jù.
kò wá gbọ́dọ̀ pọ̀ jù ó gbọ́dọ̀ níwọ̀n. Then tí stress yẹn náà bá tún wá bá a ṣe response ó ti ṣe pàtàkì àmúdẹ nǹkan tá à ń sọ lónìí nìyẹn stress òpin ọdún omi ìpè àti acknowledge pé stress wà before òpin ọdún bẹ́ẹ̀ tá à ń focus lé lónìí ti òpin ọdún ni
bẹ́ẹ̀ni
and kí ni ó jẹ́ kí stress òpin ọdún yẹn kí ló jẹ́ kó wà important torí kérésìmesì tá a máa ń sọ yìí náà ni towards the end of the year ni gbogbo wàhálà tá a ti ṣe láti January end of the year máa ń ní special program bóyá a fẹ́ sinmi ni a fẹ́ lọ on holiday bóyá local or foreign holiday a fẹ́ lọ sílé àwọn tó yẹ pé wọ́n ti lọ kí àwọn òbí wọn nílé club kí ló máa ń pè association àwọn social club.
àwọn tó fẹ́ gbé mọ́tò dé east báyìí tó fẹ́ gbé mọ́tò lọ.
so Christmas toward the
end of the year báyìí wọ́n fẹ́ gbọ́dọ̀ lọ oppress like village.
òun ni a máa ń plan gbogbo àwọn kìnìyẹn sí.
fẹ́ oppress dàmọ́lá láti mọ̀ pé mo wà. competition unnecessary one. mo ń gbádùn yín sà mo ń gbá yín lẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́ ni mo ń sánmilé ni.
ẹ ṣe so gbogbo àwọn eléyìí ó máa jẹ́ kí tension yẹn pọ̀ èèyàn tó ti wò ó pé okay last year December o bóyá ọ̀kadà ni mò ń lò bẹ́ẹ̀ this year Range Rover mo fẹ́ gbé lọ sílé ọdún November dẹ̀ ti dé a ti wà ní January 7 báyìí ọkọ̀ yẹn ò tiẹ̀ tí aláàtò tí ìdọ́dọ̀ èèyàn tó máa ta mọ́tò
December 25 dé báyìí
ká wá sọ pé bí mọ́tò máa dé.
àwọn kan lọ jẹ gbèsè mọ́tò báyìí.
so
ṣùgbọ́n 1 million
báwo la ṣe lè.
ṣùgbọ́n 1 million ebi 10 million ni ṣùgbọ́n 1 million àá fún ẹ ní 9 kó tó di January má wọrí ó máa yọ.
mo lọ́rẹ̀ẹ́ kan tó ra mọ́tò nígbà kan tí ó yẹ kó máa ń gbé after tó ti ra mọ́tò tán ó máa ń gbé 4 litre káàkiri tó máa ń béèrè owó lọ́wọ́ àwọn èèyàn.
what.
bẹ́ẹ̀ni láti rè epo sí mọ́tò yẹn.
ó ra mọ́tò ó wá ń gbé 4 litre kiri láti rè epo ta ló ránṣẹ́.
ó máa ń tọrọ owó.
láti fi ra 4 litre
sínú mọ́tò yẹn.
yóò ta mọ́tò yẹn last.
so ká padà sórí bá a ṣe lè manage stress ní òpin ọdún yìí cutting your coat according to the clothes available according to your size ó wà very very important. àwọn stress kan wà tó yẹ kó máa jẹ yọ́n sì tó yẹ pé èèyàn plan fún ẹ ti fi gbogbo machinery in place pé bí December ṣe máa lọ ní bí òpin ọdún yìí ṣe máa lọ lélẹ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ nǹkan kan wá ṣẹlẹ̀ tó jẹ́ kí tension dé because kò lọ bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe plan for example ní last week torí Omicron COVID tó dé yìí UK ó ti hard Nigeria sórí red list.
bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
omi ìpè èèyàn tó ti plan kó òun fẹ́ lọ ṣe Christmas ní UK pẹ̀lú àwọn family ẹ̀ tension máa dé bẹ́ẹ̀ nìyẹn lójijì.
bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
báwo ni màá ṣe ṣe. bóyá wọ́n ti plan 2 weeks 10 days lára 2 weeks yẹn wọ́n ní láti kọ́kọ́ lò ní isolation ní UK so ó ti da gbogbo plan wọn.
plan ti dàrú already.
so tension nìyẹn stress ni. báyìí bẹ́ẹ̀ nìyẹn bá ṣe wá respond láti manage ẹ̀ òun ló máa determine bóyá ẹnìyẹn máa develop àwọn adverse effect of stress. Now tó bá jẹ́ pé èèyàn bíi Mr. Yemi Sonde ni irú nǹkan báyìí dé bá ń sìn ó ṣe é ṣe kọ́tọ̀ wò pé tí n bá ti wò pé mo máa lo ọ̀sẹ̀ méjì pẹ̀lú àwọn family mi extra money ló máa cost wa I extend ẹ̀ sọ́sẹ̀ mẹ́rin so ẹ̀yin ọmọ mi ẹ má worry à lo 10 days ẹ̀ la isolation bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe máa ní free time láti enjoy ara yín because Mr. Yemi Sonde ó ní capability láti adjust.
ṣé ẹ̀dá kò ní ní àbẹ̀dá kàǹtì mi.
hypothetical ni bẹ́ẹ̀ mọ̀ pé.
àwọn tá à ń sọ nìyẹn wọ́n fojú sí àpò àbẹ́rẹ́ máa gbọ́ ẹ̀yà ó ti fojú sí àpò ṣé o mọ balance mi.
tó bá jẹ́ èèyàn bíi Dr. Ibisola ní sìn á wò pé tó bá dẹ̀ tí wàá di pé ká lo 10 days nínú ọ̀sẹ̀ méjì ní UK nínú hòtẹ́ẹ̀lì lásán ẹ̀yin ọmọ ìyàwó ṣáà lè lọ sí
UK báyìí.
ṣá lè lọ sí ṣara ṣá lè lọ sábúlé. So the whole essence ni pé you have to adjust appropriately when you are faced with stress. There is no stress that is not surmountable, and when you are overstressed and you are getting to a level that is beginning to turn to anxiety, beginning to depress you, beginning to affect your function, you may need to seek help. But importantly, you need to know that you are even under stress. You need to know you are having undue headache because of unmet need. O ní chest infection, o ní chest pain. O kò rí pé ìwọ tó máa ń sùn tẹ́lẹ̀ o lè sùn dáadáa mọ́. You need to identify those things. If you need to communicate with your family, talk about it.
Stress yìí báyìí o.
And you will discover that you find solution when you communicate. Sometimes you may need to see the likes of Dr. Olukolade. That I need some psychotherapy. This is what I'm going through, and that way you'll be able to manage. You get extra help to withstand the stress, and you continue with your normal life. So it's about responding appropriately. Now, your expectation that is not. Sometimes we are the architect of that stress. We set unmet expectation. Èyàn tó jẹ́ pé ó ń lo ọ̀kadà wa náà fẹ́ lọ lo range. Tó bá tẹ̀ ní o máa ra kẹ̀kẹ́ máa ruwa bóyá ó lè happen within 12 months.
Not ọ̀kadà sí range. Only it go shock them.
That is an unmet,
like naked electric wire.
Unrealistic goal. Ìwọ tó jẹ́ pé o mọ̀ pé o lè gbé àwọn family ẹ lọ Dubai lọ ṣe holiday bẹ́ẹ̀ o ti promise wọn based on your henny. If you did not steal, you cannot meet up, and you just promise based on unrealistic goal or miracle tó mọ̀ pé wọ́n fún wọn rẹ̀ gan ò ní faith kò lè ṣẹlẹ̀. Àwọn ọmọ ẹ̀dẹ̀ ń sọ fún ẹ dáàdi ẹ̀ tí ra ticket tension is coming to you. So if you have set that kind of goal, you may need to readjust early and tell your kids.
Ticket is going to be okay. Yes, sir. You wanted to add something.
Yes, they've already explained and then talked about another month of the year.
It's just another month.
It's just another month. Then the way I'm going to feel, what I'm going to feel at that point is going to be probably, people will be wondering, what's happening to him? Is it that he has a bank in his backyard? Because I'm not going to feel stressed. Because that our own interpretation determines whether we are going to be unnecessarily